My name is John, and this is my journey. Welcome to another one of my videos. I just wanted to say, I think we all take life too seriously. I'm even, I even do that sometimes too. We don't laugh enough. We don't have fun enough. We don't realize that life is meant to be fun, not all. Of course, you got to take some things seriously. Of course, there's serious things that happen in life. Of course. But I think we all need laughter in our life. We all need joking in our life, and I don't think we do that enough in our life, in our lives. And I think that's a problem. Life is meant to be full of joy and happiness. I'm not sitting here being all serious all the time, and I do it too. I do it myself. I sometimes I catch myself being way too serious a lot of times, and it's something I'm working on a lot. Something I'm working on being myself all the time. Maybe you saw some of my videos, maybe you haven't, but in my videos, I do. I kind of talk about serious situations. Yes, of course. Well, I am kind of, you know, I'm serious about that. About it. You have to make room for joy in your life. You have to make room for just being fucking goofy. Who the hell cares? Type things. Laugh, fun, have fun. And I know it's hard when you're depressed. It's hard to get out there and have fun, but it's also about your mindset too. You have to realize, you have to think, oh my God, I don't want to do that. Oh, no, I'm not going to get up doing any of that. Where if you say, you know what, screw it, I am going to do it. And you get up and you do things, and you make the best out of things. Joke around, laugh, have fun. Don't be all serious all the time. There's no need for it. And you see, that's the problem too, is that we get so used to being in our depressed states or our miserable state of mind, that our brains start looking for that. That's all our brain notices is the negative stuff. And I've said this before. I probably have. I don't know if I've said it before or not, but I have before. I'll say it again. I don't really think that we have negative or positive emotions. We just have emotions. That's why I did the little air quotes to the negative thing. And if we really think about it, we really look at things, like I've mentioned before, about our perspective of things. If we really just look at it and see, this thing wasn't really that bad. It led me to this situation. It happens. Something bad can actually lead you to something good. I've had it happen to me before. Many times before, I've had it happen. I think it's bad, but at the time I think it's bad, of course. But in reality, it's not. So when something bad does happen or something negative happens, why don't we just acknowledge it and move on instead of keep dragging it out? Why do we drag it out? because that is the way we are conditioned to do so. We're so used to it, it's just second nature. So changing it is a little different. It's a little difficult. And that's another thing I want to say too. Stuff that I talk about sounds easy, right? It is easy, but the road is very difficult. But the road is very rewarding. Just remember that. Anything you face in your life that's difficult is rewarding. I've had relationships that have failed. And I see, at the time, I didn't see it this way. I saw it as like, what the hell? Why? Why does this keep happening to me? Then I realized it keeps happening to me. So there's something there. What is that? What is it? What's going on there? And I can say that after my last relationship, my most recent relationship, after that, I have never felt so much better. I've never felt so much like myself than I ever have. Ever have. So, in a sense, I can be thankful that that happened. Am I thankful that, you know, that particular person did the things they did to me? No, I'm not thankful for that. Do I have to forgive them? No, I don't have to forgive them. I don't believe that I do have to forgive them. I don't believe you do have to forgive. But you can move on. You can say, okay, they screwed me over. Okay, let's just go on from that. And you know what? I'm going to be better for that. I'm going to turn this negative experience into a positive. And that is what I've done. Through really looking at myself and seeing, why does this keep happening? And realizing some things that needed to change. But at the same time, not putting pressure on myself to change them, like forcing it to change. Just let it go, let it happen at the rate it needs to happen. And I'm going to say this too. At one point, I felt so great. I felt really great. I felt the best I've ever felt. And then something happened, and I'm not even sure what happened, but I dropped down. I went back down. And now I'm on the climb back out again. And I've gone up, and then I went back down. And I went up, I went back down. But I've never been able to reach way up here where I was yet. But I am working my way back up there. The downs don't last as long anymore. I think of it as a test. The universe saying that we need to test this to see if you really do know how to get out of this stuff if you need to. And it may not be a test. It may be just I need to learn more. Maybe I need to learn more. Maybe that's what it is. Whatever it is, that doesn't matter. That's not the point. That's something that we really don't need to focus our energy on. What we need to focus our energy on is ourselves, is helping ourselves feel better about situations, helping ourselves feel better about ourselves. You know, look at ourselves in the mirror and actually say those three words to ourselves that we have such a hard time saying to ourselves. I love you. And I know, trust me, I know, that's a hard thing to say. Really look at yourself in the mirror. Wake up in the morning. Look yourself, first thing you do, get up out of bed, go into the bathroom, look yourself in the mirror. Right in the eyes and say those three words. I love you. At first, it's going to feel weird. you're going to be like, what the hell am I doing? Keep doing that. You can even spend a couple minutes doing it. Really staring at yourself in the eyes. Really staring at yourself. Really looking at yourself and saying it. I love you. It's not an easy thing to say. Not by any means. But it's necessary. For us to grow, and for us to change, and for us to grow, and become our true selves, our true nature. It is necessary to say those 3 words to ourselves and really mean it. And like I said, at first, you're not going to really mean it. You're just going to be like, I love you. I love you. Oh, wow, what's this doing? This is stupid. You know, you're going to say that. I did. You may not. You may be ready to say it. You may be just ready to accept it. Ready to say, you know what? I do deserve to love myself. You know? And think of it. You know, a lot of us say that that's selfish. It's not selfish to love ourselves, because if we love ourselves and we love ourselves, then we can love each other better. We can love others better. The other people get a better version of us. The loved ones in our lives get the better version of us. You see what I'm saying? You see how it is? And that's truth. That's the truth. That is not me just filling you with a bunch of humble jumble BS. It's truth. Whether you believe it or not, that's on you, but it's true. Loving ourselves will open so many doors for us. Open a whole new world for us. But it takes time. And don't be so hard on yourself either. Don't be hard on yourself if you say, oh man, I want to love myself, but I don't know how to. That's okay. Because I was there too, and I've been there too. Don't do like I do and just say, I'm so freaking, I can't even love myself. You know, what the hell? I can't even love myself. What the hell? Why would I be worth it? Don't be hard on yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Just remember you are trying your best, and your best is good enough. Remember that. Back to my original start of this video. Have fun. Enjoy life. Life is meant to be enjoyed, not to be endured, not to be in misery, and not to just feel like you're just going through the motions. You're not really living life. You're just going through the motions of it. You're surviving. That's about it. And when we do that, when we change our perspective of it, we get this whole nother feeling to us. And it all starts, the start of it all is to love yourself. That is the start of it all. Just love yourself. Think of it this way, okay? We all have something or someone in our lives that we absolutely love. If we feel that feeling when we look in that mirror, we look into our own eyes and say those 3 words. I love you. I truly love you. You say that. Like I said before, I can't even explain, once you truly do love yourself, what that does. I can't even explain it. It's like a feeling, and you start changing things too in your life. You start eating healthier. You start stopping bad habits. I smoked and I vaped for many years, and after I started on this journey of loving myself, I was able to quit. Just a few, it's been about a month ago, I was able to quit smoking. And I smoked a lot too. I smoked a lot. I've always had bad anxiety, okay? And I always had it in my head that nicotine helps my anxiety. If I don't have nicotine, then I don't then I'll if I don't have nicotine, then I will have high anxiety, and I can't live like that. There has been struggles with it. Yes, absolutely. I admit that. But since I've stopped, I've felt so much better. I mean, like, way better. I don't wake up coughing my head off. I'm not as sick as I have been in the past. I don't get as sick. Let's put it that way. I I don't know. I feel better about it. I personally feel better about it because I'm doing that. I did that out of love for myself. It's not selfish. It's not being selfish. We've been taught wrong about that, about being selfish. We've been taught wrong. Okay? Like I've said before, like I said a little bit ago, you change yourself, you change a lot of things, okay? There's a saying I've heard before. I can't place where I've heard this before, but it said, "You change yourself, you change the world." I think that's true. I feel that that's true because you got to think about it. When you hold yourself back, when you don't love yourself, you're holding yourself back. When you're holding yourself back from your true potential, you're keeping your true gifts away from everybody. Okay? So if you think of it this way, loving yourself actually lets you give your gifts to others. When you don't love yourself, it keeps those gifts that you have inside here that you don't even know you have. You may not even know you have these gifts. It keeps them away from you. Keeps them not away from you, keeps them away from everybody. Everybody you want to share them with. So, and also too, another thing I'm going to say, when I started on this journey, I had no intention at all to make YouTube videos, okay? I suffered from anxiety, social anxiety, depression my whole entire life. The last thing I ever wanted to do was make any YouTube videos, okay? I have in the past. I've made a few little things here and there, but I always got rid of them, deleted them, and did, I've never, a few, it was like nothing like this, where I decided to make this whole channel, okay? It opens up that when you start loving yourself. And I'm not kidding about that. I'm not trying to convince you to start loving yourself. I'm trying to say that it's the truth. I'm trying to tell you the truth. That's all. Whether you believe it or not, it's the truth, okay? I'm going to go ahead and end the video there. If there's anything else anybody wants to talk about or any suggestions or anything, please feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. If you like the video, great. You don't, that's okay too. But if you like it, see you the next time. All right. Remember, have fun.